Hey, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Oscar Rowan here, and I just want to say a huge thank you for 1 million followers. I mean, that number is completely insane. I don't know how we've got here, but thank you so much. So in this video, what I'm going to be doing is teaching you an incredible card trick that fooled me when I first saw it, and the second time I saw it, and the third time I saw it. And even now, when I see it being done, even when I perform it, I still don't know how it actually works. The trick is really that good. And if you've not seen this trick, this will fool you, so stay tuned and watch it very carefully. Anyway, before I get into the trick, again, I just want to really reiterate how grateful I am for each and every single one of you for subscribing to this channel. It really has changed my life in more ways than I can possibly explain on camera. And you're the reason for that. You, the viewer, looking at me through this camera. I'm so thankful, and yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. I don't have much more to say than that, but thank you so much for helping grow this channel to what it is today. And I'm gonna keep posting more videos for you so that you can become a more interesting, more well-rounded person who knows some amazing magic tricks. Anyways, you can probably see I'm not in my normal studio at the moment. I'm actually currently in Thailand, which is why it's taken a little bit of time to get this video out, but I really hope you enjoy it. So the trick itself is called shuffleboard, and it's basically self-working. You've got to do a little setup beforehand, but you're gonna absolutely love how this trick works and the secret. Now, I did teach this magic trick on YouTube way back about 5 years ago when I had about 10,000 followers. So there's a few of you who might have already seen this trick, but I think most of you won't have done, so you're in for a real treat with this one. Anyway, go and grab a deck of cards, let's go and watch the performance, and then I'll teach you how it's done.
The magician has a deck of cards and a prediction. He tells the spectator that the prediction will remain on the table the entire time and will not leave his sight. The magician picks up the deck and removes the jokers. He then splits the deck into roughly 2 piles. He gives the spectator one half of the deck and keeps the other half for himself. He tells the spectator to copy his moves exactly. The magician picks up his cards and shuffles them together. He instructs the spectator to do the same thing. The magician picks up his cards, gives them another shuffle, and so the spectator does the same. This means that the cards are in no particular order. However, the magician then says he wants to take this to the next level. He picks up half his cards, flips them over, and gives them to the spectator. So the spectator cuts his cards in half, turns them over, and gives them to the magician. They then both mix up the face up into face down cards. The magician flips half his cards over again and gives them to the spectator. The spectator does the same thing. They both mix up the cards one more time, meaning that there is a random number of face up into face down cards in their piles. They both repeat the process one more time, really mixing up the face up into face down cards. The magician then takes both piles and finally mixes them all together. He spreads the cards out onto the table to prove that they really are being mixed and pushes them together, turning the deck into a complete mess of cards. The magician shows the spectator the deck one last time and confirms that there is no way he could have known what cards would be flipped over. The magician then points to his prediction, which has been in view and on the table the entire time. He opens the prediction, and the first line reads, "There'll be 25 face down cards." The magician counts out 25 face down cards. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. He then opens the prediction again, and it reads 10 of these cards will be black. The magician then counts out 10 black cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
He lays them out onto the table. He then opens up the prediction one final time, and it says, all of the cards are clubs. All of the cards on the table are in fact clubs. The spectator then points to the ace of spades, saying that the magician got the prediction wrong, for the ace is in fact a spade, not a club. The magician then stops, opens up the prediction one more time to reveal a smaller piece of paper inside. Written on this piece of paper, it says, except for the ace of spades. The spectator is completely fooled.
You might not believe this, but the trick that I just performed is completely self-working and requires no sleight of hand, and anybody can do it with any skill level. All you need to do is a couple of things in advance. The first thing you need to do is write except for the ace of spades on a small piece of paper. Fold that up, and we'll get back to that in a second. Then take a bigger piece of paper, I've just got some A4 paper, and fold it up 4 times. So once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. On the outside, just write prediction. On the next side, write there'll be 25 face down cards. On the next side, write 10 of these cards will be black. And on the final prediction, say all of these cards will be clubs. And then inside the paper, you just want to place the final prediction. Place that in there, fold up, place that in there, fold up the paper, and you're pretty much ready to go. Now here's the setup. The first thing you need, 10 black cards, 9 of these need to be clubs, and 1 of them needs to be the ace of spades. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the ace of spades. The next thing you need are 15 red cards. These can just be completely random and get them from the deck. And then the final thing is the 2 jokers. What you're going to do is mix these cards up, and this is going to be known as the special pile. So this pile completely matches the prediction. What you then want to do is take 1 joker and place it on the bottom of this pile, and take the other joker and place it somewhere in here. Then what I like to do is place all of these cards on the top of the deck. So now we're in this position. The top of the deck is the special pile. Then halfway through the deck, we've got a joker, and then halfway through the normal pile, we've got another joker. So to begin the trick, we say, look, we're just going to remove the jokers. We go through the cards, we find the first joker, get rid of that. We find the second joker, and this is splitting the special pile from the normal pile. So what we do, we remove the second joker, and this lets us split the deck into 2. We give the spectator the special pile, and we take the normal pile for ourselves. So the spectator's here and I'm here. We then just begin by shuffling the cards normally, and just explain to the spectator that they need to shuffle the cards up as well, and they need to follow your actions exactly. Then once you've shuffled the cards a bit, you then say we're going to take this one step further and flip some of our cards. So you take half of your cards, you flip them over and give them to the spectator, and they do exactly the same thing. And you just mix up the cards. If the spectator can't do a riffle shuffle, just get them to do an overhand shuffle, or they can do this, where they sort of mix up the cards in this way. This is called a casino shuffle if they can't shuffle at all. So they can just mix up the cards. The most important thing is, whilst they're mixing up the cards, they don't decide to flip over more. So you just need to make sure that they don't do that, and you just, in the way you get around that is you just explain, follow exactly what I do and just follow my instructions exactly. So you can keep doing this as many times as you like. You can flip over these cards, they flip over their cards, and you keep switching piles and flipping cards until your heart's content. Once you've done this enough, you then take back the spectator's card, the spectator's pile, and with your pile, and you say you're going to mix the 2 together. However, it's very important that you flip over the spectator's pile. So let me just run through that again. They're going to be mixing up their cards over here, As you take the piles back, you just say, look, all of these cards are completely randomly mixed. And in the action of doing that, you just flip over their pile and you shuffle the cards together one final time to explain that we're going to make the deck an even bigger mess. You then push all the cards together and it genuinely looks really, really messy and like you've got no control over what's going on. However, the deck is already set up to perfectly match that prediction. So this is genuinely completely self-working. What you then do is explain to the spectator and go through the cards saying all the cards are in a random order. And what you're doing is you're looking for the ace of spades. If the ace of spades is face up, then you need to flip the deck over. If the ace of spades isn't face up, like it would be now, then you can just proceed with the trick. So if you see the ace of spades, like we have done here, you just keep going, you see the ace of spades, keep going through the deck and you go, look, it's completely random, face up cards into face down cards, and I just flip over the deck very casually. Then you point to your prediction and reveal that there'll be 25 face down cards, and from here the trick is just self-working. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and you keep going along. So 10 of these cards will be black cards. And at this point the spectator doesn't know that more predictions are coming, so that each prediction is like another level of amazement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you go to the next prediction, which is they're all clubs. And at this point, instead of just revealing they're all clubs, I like to splay the cards out. You just go, look, all the cards here are clubs. And the spectator always will point to the ace of spades and go, no, you've got one wrong. That's a spade. You go, oh, haven't I? You build up the suspense slightly, and then you open the prediction one more time to reveal except the ace of spades. The really fun part about this trick, and what I love, is you don't have to reveal the final card with another prediction. You can do something like on your shirt, you can print except the ace of spades. You can do other things like on the back of the ace of spades, you could write except for the ace of spades. And you can really do what you want. You can make a post on Instagram 3 weeks in advance saying except the ace of spades. So this trick is really great because it allows you to take it in whatever direction you want. The prediction will always work and you can reveal this card in any way that you please. So get creative, and I hope you enjoy performing this trick. If you're interested in learning amazing card tricks that are just too good to reveal on YouTube, then please check out my online card course, Card Magic Pro. It will teach you everything you need to know about card tricks, starting from the very basics all the way up to more advanced tricks and sleights. So several thousand people have already joined the course, and they've said how they learned more from this course in just 2 weeks than in 2 years of learning magic on YouTube. I teach you what I think are the best card tricks ever created, and these are tricks that you can literally take with you to any social situation and amaze whoever you're with. So if you're interested, please click the first link in the description to check it out.